What is good, Multinational Football League? Welcome to another video where we'll see again another Christmas game, a Christmas doubleheader. This is our second game of this whole entire Christmas day. Again, want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Hope it has gone well today. I hope you guys, depending on different age groups and stuff like that, I hope you guys received a lot of good presents. If your parents or something like that watching this, which I don't expect much parents to be watching, but this is a crazy time of year. You guys, you do the most. No one quite sees what the parents do, and I just want to give a quick shout out to those parents out there. But other than that, the Austin Wizards taking on the San Antonio Blackknights. Without further ado, let's jump into it. 1-4, 2-4. Who walks away with an extra win in that win column? Let's find out. The Wizards will go and take this first return here, and I'll get to the 25, which was the old average. And Justin Herbert will come out, and he's been pretty good, honestly. The 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. There's very few quarterbacks with only 1 interception coming up on week 7, and he's honestly probably the only one with only 1 interception. Unless there's a backup that's played with only 1 interception this week. So Gus Edwards, 17 rushes, 86 yards last week. Looking to keep that freight train going. Jim Harbaugh, the coach of the Wizards. It's a bit of a color switch from the old Michigan Wolverines, but he seems to not be taking this very considerably, considering he only has 1 win on the season. So 3rd and 5. Throwing to the side, and that was one heck of a catch. I don't even know if he extended for that one, but sure, first down, 41-yard line. Look at this. He fires it over to him, and oh yeah, I guess he did outstretch the arms. I didn't quite see that. Thought the guy literally just caught it with his stomach. Well, nonetheless, it's a first down. Herbert looking to throw. He'll throw off his back foot here, and that proves to be dangerous. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line. Herbert going under center. Looking to throw. Blitz comes, and he barely gets it off. White going straight to the jackpot. Now, the Blackknights did say they were looking to trade before the trade deadline. So we'll see what all they have in store coming up, as it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that is a huge catch to get him there, too. Great play. And now the Wizards are in plus territory and much deeper. Herbert throwing incomplete, looking for his running back out of the backfield. That would be Gus Edwards, I believe. 2nd and 10 at the 35. Here's Herbert looking to throw. Rolls out, fires, and oh man, he just dropped it. Unbelievable. Palmer nearly had that ball. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 35. Herbert to throw. Pocket. And he is going to have that one batted straight down to the floor. Will Disley who is going for, and they'll have to settle for a long field goal here. Right in between 51 and 52. And this one's up and good for the Wizards. Dicker the kicker, putting her through the uprights. And that had plenty of room to go. Maybe even good from 60. Barely, but it'd be good from 60. And that is going to be 1 yard more than what the Wizards had on their return. They'll go ahead and pick up 26. And Kyler Murray will come out to play. Now, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's been a main reason for all their losses so far. So the interceptions are going to have to stop. And, you know, the worry is if he doesn't stop throwing those interceptions, he could be benched early. Something like 10 interceptions would probably do it. 2nd and 10 at the 26. Under center is Murray. Handoff. And Connor rushing far. And oh, he got an abrupt end, but man, what a run. Big hit by, I believe, Derwin James. He's known for body slamming Travis Kelce. I would pay money to see someone slam Jason Kelce, but that has not happened. So Benson with a 9-yard run there. And the Blackknights are moving in the run game. A very unlikely win came from the Desperados, a divisional opponent, just weeks before. Not last week, but the week before. That'd be 2 weeks ago that they pulled out a 17-3 victory over the Desperados, and that would put them in a spot to try and save their season. As with the Wizards, they are 1-4, trying to get back in there, and well, right now they have a 3-point lead, but this defense, it's all going to come down to them, and that was nearly snagged over his head. It's going to fall incomplete. Wilson, the intended target, seen it in his hands for just 2 seconds there. That could have been nasty. 3rd and 2. Connor on the pitch. And he doesn't get a great block there. He's going to go down right about where they were before. So this pitch looks good. And then, yep, you see lineman doesn't have the speed to get over there. That's just great speed from the linebacker. So on 4th and 2, they'll go for their field goal as well. A 45-yarder, which is up and good. Plenty of height on that one. And it'll be 3-3 ball game here. Both teams settling for field goals on their first drive. So not a bad start to this game whatsoever. And a return here going to get to the 28. So they seem to be getting better. These returns, anyways, seem to be getting better every time guys score. So we'll see what exactly that means for this game. As a 6-yard run right there by Gus Edwards is going to put them at 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line. A full house set here for the Wizards. And, false start. Got the defensive guys to react. And it seems to be the fullback causing the problems there. So they opt out of their full house set. 2nd and 9 now at the 29 after the penalty. Handoff. Edwards cruising through, and he's just going to be short by 2 yards on 1st down. Now, Edwards is a very physical back. He's not one that's going to beat you in a foot race, but he's definitely one that if you meet him in the open field, no one else around, you better go low. It's just my take on the big running back. So 1st and 10, Herbert looking for somewhere to go with it, and he runs straight into Jones. That's going to be a sack of 6 yards on the loss there. You hate to see it for the Wizards, but that sack going to look good for the Blackknights. So 2nd and 16, looks like a 4-man rush. It absolutely will be. And this pass complete over the middle. And it'll be 3rd and 9 after the fact. So a very good pickup. But now they face 3rd and long. Herbert rolling out. And he tries to get this one away. Looks like he had a target, but just got hit as he threw. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 9 at the 41. First punt of the day for the Wizards, as well as just in general. And this one will bounce into the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20. As Murray in the QB rush yards, he could overtake Richardson, who is currently injured, with some shifty moves. So we'll see what goes on there. And Connor will pick up 3 rush yards. So James Conner last week, 20 rushes, 66 yards, and a touchdown, which that touchdown definitely saves that stat sheet because 20 rushes and 66 yards isn't exactly a great game, but in this game, he seems to be heading in the right direction. This one is batted down at the line. The Wizards bat that one down, and now Murray to throw. Clean pocket, tries to step up, and he is just an arm's length away from the Wizards' nose tackle there. So 4th and 7. There'll be back-to-back punts on these drives, and they return to the 25. First man down there gets him, and oh no. I think that's the punter that's injured right now. I don't know exactly what happened. We can take a look back at the replay. Actually, we probably won't take a look back at the replay, but we'll see if he's on that injury list when we go into that sheet as a pass, and this one is caught. A gain of 8. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2. The Wizards, a notable offense. They have a QB, but they just have not been able to produce as well in these last couple of games. A first down coming here for the Wizards. 1-4 on the season. And they finally find a similar opponent to them, a 2-4 team out of San Antonio. And I'll be back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I picked a great time to be back. A touchdown from James Conner. Gets a block right there, sheds one off, dives into the end zone. Great play by Conner. And he might have just tied this game up as the PAT is still pending. It's up and good to make it tied 13 apiece. The Blackknights fighting their butts off. So here is the return for the Wizards, who will get it to the 30-yard line. Sorry, guys, I had to go for a second. We were burning the boxes from Christmas and just stuff that needed burned anyway. It's like pizza boxes and stuff. So, took me a while. But we're here, and Herbert finds a nice connection over the middle of the field. And it's going to be another first down. Buda Baker. Near in coverage there. You see, it wasn't the assignment he had, but he was right over the play, making sure nothing happened there. As Herbert on play action looks to throw. Herbert sneaking out of the pocket, and he will get 2 yards on the game there. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line now for the Wizards in enemy territory. Looking to throw is Herbert. Herbert steps up, and he's going to slide after a gain of about 3. And now it is 3rd and 5 for the Wizards. Got to find an open target here. Herbert settles down, finds one, and it's a first down. Disley, the connection, and White on the tackle makes it a first down to the 32-yard line. Now, Disley has been an important key in this game, or in this team's recent games. He has certainly become a better target to throw to. Going over there, Disley, touchdown! Exactly what I'm talking about. Will Disley making a name for himself. And the Wizards go up potentially by 7. They could always go for 2 here, but I think the safe bet is to just take this one, and they absolutely will. PAT unit is there. Dicker, the kicker, ready to get this one up through, and it's good. 20-13, the Wizards scoring summary. 5 plays, 69 yards. And obviously ending in a touchdown, so a 20-13 lead going into the final 7.5 minutes of this ball game. The Christmas special, as James Conner has been dashing through the snow. He's been leading this one-horse open sleigh, and right now they're hoping to go over the field and laugh all the way. As James Conner will pick up a gain of 3 there. And it'll be 2nd and 7 at the 31. Murray under center. Handoff. And Conner dashing through again. And it's a first down. 20 rushes, 97 yards, and he's got a touchdown again in this one. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll hand it off to him again. Good block. Conner again on 10-plus yard run, and that sets him over 100. Over 110 as well. This might be the best rushing performance we've seen this week. 1st and 10 at the 39. Conner. He's a workhorse right here. They keep him going. 6 yards on that gain. So yards per attempt have to be at a pretty good average right now. As Murray goes under center, looking to throw. Blitz coming. Murray takes off, and Murray is going to have a first down to the 21. I don't know how many times he's done that. I don't even know his rushing yards currently, but he is second behind Richardson, who is first, and I'm pretty sure he is injured, so they should have him in a pretty good area to, in fact, keep on running this thing. And Connor gets tackled behind the line. That's a sight we haven't seen too much today, as it'll be 3rd and 11 at the 22. And San Antonio is in field goal range here, but I don't think they can really take the field goal unless they trust their defense, who just gave up a touchdown. And Murray trying to keep it alive, and he goes out of bounds. 4th and 3 at the 14, and now a decision to make. So they have a minute and 14 till a 2-minute warning. You could, again, rely on your defense here, but it just becomes a little dangerous if they score. And this is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to go for it here. 4th and 3. Hand off to Connor, and he's got it. First down to the 10. That is 1st and goal for Murray and the Blackknights. Now a crucial set of plays coming up here, and that is Marvin Harrison Jr., who I actually have a uniform for, so glad he's doing well. Harrison at the top of your screen as well here. And Murray going to get it off to Connor, who turns it up for a 3-yard gain. 3rd and goal at the 4. And can I say, just what a move by Connor right there, able to get that ball moving positive. And end zone shot. They're going to say he was in. Touchdown. The Black Knights score. Michael Wilson gets into the end zone right there. And oh my goodness, just barely got in as well. 20-19, the PAT will make it a 20-20 ball game with a minute and 54 to go. And the Wizards and Black Knights are tied up right now. And now it is all up to the defense to try and keep them out of field goal range with a minute 54 on the clock. And the return will go to the 27. So here's Herbert to lead this team on a potential game-winning drive. Now, Herbert just had that massive throw to Disley that got him a touchdown. You see the underneath route right there, which I'm assuming I missed. And that was the touchdown that had them that 13-6 lead. And then San Antonio stepped in and have really been putting in the work since, as that's a 5-yard gain, gets it out of bounds, a minute 46 to go. 2nd and 5, 33-yard line. Herbert. Hand off. We'll go for 2. And in the no-huddle situation now, hurry up tempo on 3rd down. It's a huge one. Herbert. First down, Will Disley, and he's still going all the way to the 45. And now the Wizards will call timeout as they see a potential situation emerging, as we are still tied 20-20. So the Black Knights defense has to step up here. A turnover would be great in this situation, as that'll be a handoff to Edwards, who's got 5, and he will go down at midfield. No huddle here. Again, in the hurry-up tempo. firing underneath, and it's caught. First down to the 44. And Dicker, the kicker, is ever so close to his range right now. They mark his range on the opposite side, but I assume they're only about 6 yards away. Herbert fires this one up, and it's incomplete. Great job on the defensive end. No, no flags for those hits. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 44. 52 seconds on the clock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Wizards might have to waste a timeout here soon, as it's 3rd and 17. Herbert, what does he got? Fires. Deep downfield, and he's got the ball. First down. And they've got to hurry up and get this field goal unit on the field. 3, 2, and a timeout. Right there. That is how you manage the clock. Might have just iced his own kicker, though. It's 2 seconds. And there is another timeout from the Blackknights to actually ice the kicker. Shouldn't matter, though. A 32-yard attempt to keep us from overtime. It's up. It is good. The Wizards will win their 2nd game of the season. 23-20. What a game. We had a tie earlier. This one will not end the same way. Great job from Herbert leading this team down the field on a crucial 3rd and 17. But also want to give credit to these Blackknights, man. They have been fighting hard. They've been fighting hard all game. Connor had an electric performance. Murray was slinging that thing. And now it ends like this. Unbelievable. 23-20, your final score. Justin Herbert, 2 touchdowns, 229 yards, 59.4 completion percentage for him on the day. As Kyler Murray has 1 touchdown, 111 yards, 63.6 completion percentage. So Murray, the better quarterback in completion percentage, if you really pay attention to that stat. But Herbert has the better rating. Murray didn't play too bad, though. I mean, only missing 9 of his throws. Herbert missed. Wow. He missed. Yeah, a lot more than 9. Still had a great amount of passing yards. 2 touchdowns, like I said, compared to Kyler Murray's 1 touchdown. 7.1 yards on the passing attempts and 5 on Murray's side. And then 32-yard pass to Will Disley, his longest pass of the day. As Justin Herbert and, I wanted to look at this. So Kyler Murray, 7 attempts, 56 yards. That is a great performance scrambling for him. And Gus Edwards, 14 attempts, 55 yards. Connor stole the show, though. Nearly 5 yards per carry. He had 24 attempts, 119 yards, a touchdown, 3 broken tackles, and he had 30 yards after contact. All right, now get up there and turn that on. Anyways, so Justin Herbert, he had a better average on the rushing attempts as well, but he only went 4 times. Trey Benson, the halfback, got 3 touches this game, 12 yards on those 3. Not bad, not bad. Kamani Vital, the backup running back for the Wizards, as he rushed for 2 attempts, 15 yards. Gives him a 7.5. And I think Will Disley steals this one by a long shot, 110 yards, and a 32-yard pass, his longest catch of this game. And blocking wise, looked pretty good. Paris Johnson Jr. letting up a sack there. And Joe Alt also letting up a sack. Interesting. So that's not usually who lets it up. Rashawn Slater and Sam Mustafer allowing sacks as well. So, looking at the turnover difference, I don't think anybody had an interception. No. And fumbles, not seeing any neither. Dicker the kicker, 3 for 3 on the day. Ryland, he had 2 kicks. He made both. 52 yards, longest field goal for Dicker. And punting, it's Blake Gillikin, who we seen go down to start off. We were hoping he was okay. He is, in fact, okay. He actually will take punter of the day. And J.K. Scott with 3 punts, 168 yards. So Zach Pascal, 70 yards on the return, but that will not put him above Jalen Rager, who has 86 yards. And then Darius Davis takes our punt return. And Justin Herbert, again, in passing. So that was just a great game to be a part of. Great job by both teams. The Wizards end up pulling it off. Maybe it's the white beard. Maybe because it is Christmas. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like and sub if you've made it this far. And ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next one. Peace.